Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and I'm a wholesaler out of Boston, Massachusetts. And I just wanted to take some time, and as I was driving today, because I'm always in my car, I was reflecting on my very first deal. So it was just amazing how the journey has been after you get the first deal done, which is the hardest. Once you do your first deal, you can definitely accomplish anything. So my very first deal was, we're in January 2019. So it was in October 2018 or 2017. I don't remember, it was last year. And I sent out a mailer for the very first time to a list that is absentee owner. And as soon as the mailer hit, this was like it was a motivated seller, called right away. And I could tell by her voice, she seemed very down, she was just she got right to the point. She's like, yeah, she said, she left a voicemail, and she's like, yeah, I'm looking to sell my house. And she left all of the requirements. She left her name, her address, her number, everything. So when people do that, they're definitely interested in talking to you. So I called back, and I went over a script that you go through when you're talking to a motivated seller, and she was just answering everything. She didn't resist anything. So I'm like, okay, kept going. And it was really the first time that I was receiving calls from motivated sellers. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going on. I was just following the script. And I opened up, because she left the address before, so I opened up technical difficulties. So I opened it up on the assessor, and I had what it was worth. And in talking, the price that she gave over the phone was doable, and she knew right away. I mean, apparently she's been talking to other people too, but she knew right away that her house was a tear down, that there's new projects going on in her street, and hers was actually literally the ugliest house on the street. She said that, and then when I went there, it was confirmed. So she knew the price point that you should be at, and the price that she asked was very doable. So I scheduled an appointment to go right away, literally the next day. And I went there, and I think it's so weird to talk while people are walking by. I get so embarrassed. So I went there, and I went with a contract. I was so nervous. It was the very first appointment I went to. And I didn't know what to expect, but I just talk about everything but the property, really build rapport, get to know the seller. And I was just there just trying to think of things to say, because it was I was overpowered with nervousness. I was try not to act awkward, try not to act I've done this before. Luckily she was so nice. Her name's Patricia Hoy. I'll never forget her. She was such a love. And sorry, I get easily distracted. I just got a text. Yeah, so I was oh, nice pictures, is this your family, what's this, what's that? And I think it got to a point she was okay, can we get to the point here? So then the last phase, after trying to come up with anything out of my butt to talk about with her, we started talking about the property. And I said, the price point is, I didn't say the price point was fine. I actually tried to negotiate, because never really give the seller what they want. Try to negotiate a little bit less, even if it's take off $5,000. And that's what I did. And she's can I think about it? And I was no. Because I did not want to leave there without a signed contract. I've been trying for so long. I was so pissed that I haven't gotten a deal yet. So I'm I'm not leaving this motivated seller without a signed contract. So I was I don't even know what I said. I think I said something out of nervousness, but at aggressive at the same point, to show that I meant business. And I think I said no. So then we started talking, like I started reading over the contract with her and just like kind of outlining things to just take away any suspicion, because contracts can kind of seem shady sometimes. I try to use the simplest contract possible, and I read everything. And this lady, she trusted me so much that she didn't even use a attorney on her side. It was literally just the buyer's attorney in the transaction. So that goes to show, you know, like building rapport can really help. But yeah, so I was able to get the price that she wanted minus the $5,000. And as soon as I got it signed, I marketed it out to buyers right away. And so this is another point. So this is like another point of like having a lot of buyers, which is good. Because right when I marketed to buyers, I was so excited. I got this deal signed and I'm gonna make money. I added $20K on top of it. And when I marketed out to buyers, I think one of the first emails I got back was like, Stephanie, what makes you think that the property's worth this amount? And I'm like, oh, is this not a deal? Like, is it not gonna go through? Did I fail? And then all this like feeling of discouragement came. So I was like, okay, keep going, you know, because I did see on Zillow, like, you know, I'm not like an expert, but like I could see that there's like room, like a similar house was sold, you know, for a similar amount, and that person paid commission, and it was like maybe kind of similar to like a MLS deal, but I know that the land there is valuable, so I know that there would be money to be made. So you know, I just kept pressing on. And then out of I don't know, I think like 150 buyers, only 2 buyers really showed interest. One never even showed up. And the other one came in. He just like wanted, he knew that it was a tear down, so he just did like a quick walkthrough, which, because it doesn't really matter what the layout of the house and stuff. He just really was concerned about looking at the basement, so I was able to give him access to that. And he was cool with the price. He, like, you know, he actually seemed very motivated to buy. So he sent me a contract right away, like to sign, or I sent it to him. I sent the assignment contract to him right away to sign, and he sent it back right away with a $20K wholesaling fee. And we got the deal done. And so my point is that you, no matter how, you know, the deal is, really make sure to market it to a lot of buyers, because come to find out, this buyer, so he bought it, I got under contract for $320 and wholesaled it for $340. And I became friends with this buyer, and you know, in talking, he shares all his stuff, I share all my stuff. He said that he's gonna knock it down and he's gonna build 2 condos side by side on the lot, and he's gonna sell it for $750 a piece, $1.4 million. So there's a great profit margin for him there, something that the other buyer did not see for himself. In questioning me, like, what makes me think that it's worth that much? She was kind of like belittling it. So really, like, it's so true. Like, a lot of people that are in the game doing it, they give advice and they say it doesn't matter what you think the property's worth. The only person that really matters is the buyer. And a lot of every buyer has different perspective on projects. So the more buyers you have, the better. The more your deals will be like dispatched faster. So yeah, that's my 2 cents for today. My very first deal. I was like so nervous. That's the only hard one. Once you get that out of the way, like, everything will be so smooth and you'll be very successful. So if you have any questions, and if you want to like know more, hear more about deals, I want to make a video about like every deal, because literally every deal is a learning experience, something that you can apply for yourself. So subscribe to the not the video, the page, and I'll keep it coming. And I know I suck right now, but I will get better. Practice makes perfect. and English. I was born here, but English is my second language, so you know, I might not like speak properly, so please don't make comments on grammar errors. I'm not the best, but yeah, so good luck with everything. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know about like what you're doing too. I'm looking to connect with other wholesalers and aspiring wholesalers as well in the game. It's very good to surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do. So yeah, feel free to message and reach out, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. All right, have a blessed day.